think it's excellent with Wales. Wales tends to kind of not really stand up until it really counts. Today, I think we saw Wales standing up and making sure they count.
We had idiots, I'll call them that, from Welsh NHS on mainstream media this week. We had slating off Boris.
Yeah.
Boris has got nothing to do with the Welsh NHS.
Absolutely. The reason of today is to go through the city centre, cover as much ground, speak to as many people on the outside as possible. Because with these demos, and you go see a speaker or whatever, they're preaching to the choir because all them people came to see that speaker. Their aim today was to cover all of the city centre, which is, as you know, is a long walk, and speak to loads of people who may not be part of the protest. They were saying that they don't like the mask. Next thing, they're taking their masks off and they're putting them in the bin, as they go along. And if that whole protest woke up 4 more people, that 4 more people will go and tell their families and their friends, and it grows. And that, I think, unfortunately, Wales is only starting now.
What they're doing is they're taking our freedoms and our liberties away bit by bit by bit by bit, and they're not giving us back. They don't say 1,000 people means it's a protest.
All grey, so they can basically decide on the situation. So if they don't like the protest, they can turn around and they can say, well, there's too many people there. But then you see an Extinction Rebellion protest in London or in Cardiff, however many people they want, causing how much damage they want with no repercussions.
The point is that we've now got a 2-tier judiciary, we've got 2-tier system with the police, and we've got grey laws being introduced that catch people off guard. Like, for instance, we've now been given a fine and we've been given a court a day in court. And yet we have gone to the police, we have gone to the government, and we have asked, are we still okay to do this, this and this? And they have said yes, and now without now being charged.
Now, obviously that court case is going to be a big case because we're the only journalists, like they say, that are being taken to court for journalism. If people want to take a vaccine, they can take a vaccine, okay? I'm not going out there telling everybody you should not take that. I wouldn't, the way that they treat us. We are pro-choice. We're not anti-vax. My children, they've had their vaccines. You've had your vaccines when you're going to go abroad. The whole point of this is you are being forced to do something to have your freedoms. Now, there are laws against this. I've never known any form of medical treatment that comes incentivised. Why do they need to incentivise something that, in reality, if it was as terrible as it's supposed to be,
we would be queuing up. At Easter, we'd passed the point of herd immunity. Now, suddenly, it's silence. There's nothing on herd immunity, and yet we've double past that now because more than half of the population are double jabbed.
Yeah, absolutely. But why? People have had 15 or 16 months of pure propaganda. Stand on a government test, and it wasn't a COVID test; it was an antibody test, and that came back as positive. So Stan's had COVID. I've had COVID. I'm high risk. Okay, I am classed as when I had the letters. Yeah, so we had the letters coming through the door. In the start of it, do not go out. We were one of the ones who were told not to go out. So we're classed as high risk. We've had the antibodies. None of us knew that we had it. So you asked the question, didn't you? Like, well, if I got the antibodies, I don't need the vaccine. And you were told you still need the vaccine, wouldn't you? By your doctor.
You ask the doctor what are the side effects, and they say, speak to the Welsh Government. You ring the Welsh Government, and the Welsh Government say, speak to your health board. You ring the health board, and the health board says, speak to your GP.
Yeah.
So you're not getting an informed consent. 99.9% of the population that have had jabs have done it without informed consent. They've said yes, do it, because they've been bludgeoned into doing it. But if you ask them what the side effects of those drugs are, they wouldn't have a clue. We are the official opposition in Wales for the Labour government, because the Conservatives just fall in line. The Liberals fall in line.
I've had discussions with friends who have really chosen this as their hill to die on, and basically said that if you don't get the vaccine, you're a reprehensible person, you're an absolutely terrible person. And I think, well, no.
I've been looking for alternative views on things because something didn't seem right, something sort of smelt funny, and the coercion and other things.
All I say is, one side of the argument isn't being told, the other is being thrown down our throats, and it's that I don't like.
There's blackmail, coercion, threats to our 18-year-old children that they can't go nightclubbing if they don't get vaccinated. They can't live their lives and be happy. It's sick.
Sometimes, it's better to just lie. I don't like to lie. Have you been vaccinated? Yeah, just to keep the peace.
I think everyone's got a right to protest. You know what I mean? If you feel so strongly about something, why not go protest? It's the only way to make a difference if you're like one of us, isn't it?
I'm down here because I'm with the freedom protest, standing up for our rights, standing up against all the corruption and, frankly, fascism that's been taking place over the last year and a half.
In a way, I wish I had a stronger opinion, but I just don't know where to look. You kind of feel like you can't see the forest for the trees. I've got no bloody idea.
As far as the vaccines, that's not adding up for me at all. There's too much pressure to take it, and when you start asking questions, you started being shut down and people think you're a conspiracy theorist. So that, to me, just throws flags up.